Greetings, everyone. Ammon, coming at you, firmly planted on the land. Just wanted to give everyone a little positive message on this cloudy November 3rd selection day. I know there's a lot of anxiety, fear surrounding this day and the next few weeks and the next 4 years and all that, based on the outcome of America's next top president. And I just wanted to bring a positive message, a little reminder for everyone. The winner of America's next top president, you know, the CEO of a foreign government services corporation, really shouldn't matter. And no matter what the situation, it really shouldn't matter who wins any kind of political thing, because we are the masters of our own destiny, and that's between each one and God. So the mere fact that, well, you know what I really wanted to say is just that, why don't we say before the election even finishes, say that it doesn't matter that who's going to win that thing, because we will build the world that we want to live in. Because, you know, I'm not going to deny that obviously Trump is working against the globalists to some degree, and who knows how much of that is theater and scripted and whatnot. I don't know. I couldn't claim to know. But the point is, though, is even both of them are still part of the establishment who is bringing us the Great Reset and all that kind of stuff. They've made their offers on how they want their new world to look. And I don't know about you, but that's not the world that I want to live in. That's not the world I want to bring up kids in. And even if it was, I think the important realization here is that I don't want to live in any world and situation that was built by someone else. I mean, especially one whose motives are at the most innocent, or just simply profit. And if you get into the less innocent, I mean, it's more about control or even subjugation. So the point is, we are the masters, and so I'm building the world that I would like to live in, and I know a lot of other folks who want to celebrate life and are wanting to build the same thing, and the point is, we have to do it. We can't just sit by, because the global elite, whatever, just corporations, I mean, the corporate structure in general, it's already offered and showed where it wants to go with the Great Reset. And these things are exactly that. It's an offer. And it's up to us to accept it or reject it. And they're banking on most of the population doing what they've always done, and neither accept nor rejecting, but not explicitly denying, so they take it as tacit consent. And because people don't do anything else, they just do whatever is placed in front of them, they've been able to win for however many hundreds, thousands of years. And we're at a pivotal point in history where, I mean, a lot of people, including myself, knew there's something wrong, but not until 2020 was it enough to, I mean, it's pushed the most people ever into a position where they can see and they need to make a decision on whether they're going to accept this and go along with it, or they're going to start their own thing. And so right now is the time where we have the highest chance of actually having enough people to stand together and not violently, peacefully, to just say it doesn't matter who's president, because we know how that system works, that corporate system of benefits and privileges and compelled performance, and we know how to not be part of that system and live as the way God intended, as living men and women on the land. And so we're going to say it doesn't matter who wins next top president, because we are living men and women on the land. We're building our states and assemblies, and we're building the things that we'll need to live. We're building our own new world. I mean, just an example that I've been talking about, like, I've stayed in one hotel since all this began. We were either do that or drive all night, and just didn't feel like driving all night. So went in this hotel. Oddly enough, it was in a town called Independence, Ohio, and it was a brand new hotel. And the reason it's odd, it was called Independence, because it's called Independence, but I did not see one single thing there that was not a international corporate chain. So, I mean, it's not very independent. They're depending on, Holiday Inn and Outback Steakhouse and all that crap. But anyway, so we stay at this hotel. It's brand new. And for all intents and purposes, it's freaking nice. But like the minute I walked in, it's just this overwhelming, just like air is just dead. It burns your throat. Everybody's wearing masks and have these freaking plastic sheets in between them, and there's signs everywhere, as if a piece of paper taped on a window is the master of true men and women. And the lights are just dead blue. It's all this. I'm sure there's 5G. This is aura. Anyway, stayed the night there. Left as early as possible. 7. We were out the door and went to go hike. But headache all day long from it. Just everything from the light to all these blinking lights in this hotel. It's a death ritual, and that's just one example of the world that we, or at least me, don't want to live in. It's just not doing that. And so that's one thing out of a huge list is hotels. There's a business opportunity for people willing to put themselves out there in unincorporated fashion and treat people, like living, and not like a walking, talking bag of disease and liability. So anyway, this is the time to build. That's it. There's never been another time where it's been more obvious, and there's absolutely, if they've told us, if we don't do it now, there is the future for our kids is those futurists, sickening, the BBC did one. I'll see if I can find one or two of those and put a link on there, but I'm rejecting it. And if I gotta live in a tent in the woods to reject it, or not even a tent, if I just sleep in it, whatever I gotta do. But I really don't think I'm alone. And if you are out there and you agree, and you want to build, then you gotta build. You gotta do it. This is it. So, and you're not alone. and it's hopeful. I mean, I quit my job to build. This is the time to do it, and I'm super excited. I'm not scared. Might be a little bit of bumpy ride, but this is the time to prepare to start building, because whatever happens, it's going to be bumpy, Trump or Biden. So let's say before the selection is decided, it doesn't matter to us, because we're going to build the world we want, and we're not going to blame our failures on politicians. We're not going to beg and grovel for change. We're going to make the change, and we're going to leave the things that treat us like shit, like the hotel. Anyway, that's all. Everyone, Godspeed. Let's do this.